Alright, this is Andrew Jolly with Jota Home Inspections. It's July 22nd, 2019. We are at 4348 South, 2675 West in Roy doing a sewer scope. We've got the camera pushed out as far as we can get it. We're not quite to the city connection yet. We've got to be getting close just based on the distance, but I'm hitting an offset here where this fitting has a big lip, and I'm not able to get the camera head past that. You can see how I just run into that, and that's going to be a concern. That's a point where if my camera is hitting that and getting caught on it, solids and waste can get caught on that as well, and that can lead to a backup. I haven't seen a fitting like this before, and I'm going to do a little research to see if I can see or find out what kind of fitting this is. But we're going to pull it back now and record everything else that we can see. So we're 94 feet out. Average sewer line's about 100 feet. This one I would imagine would be at least that, plus a little because I went through the roof stack. There is a clean out down behind the washing machine. It was a brass cap, and so oftentimes those are seized in place. And so if you need to access them, a lot of times they have to be broken out with a chisel. This is looking like transite pipe. That's a cement asbestos pipe. I ran quite a bit of water as I pushed my camera head out. So one of the things I'm looking at is to see if you have any standing water. Standing water would indicate that you have improper grade, but this one's looking really good so far. Trying to see if that has any sort of separation. I think it's okay. Sometimes these joints can separate, which can cause an offset, or it can allow the waste to drain into the earth. So we just transitioned into cast iron. So you're going to have about 50 feet of cast iron now. And the downside with that is that cast iron gets really rough. You can see that on the screen. And it can catch on waste and solids and cause it to back up. Cast iron will flake over time and eventually get thin enough or have issues to where you have to replace the line. So it's kind of hard to see when that's going to be, or to say when that's going to be. You know, it's draining properly today, but it's something that definitely will eventually need to be replaced and can cause a backup. The other thing that's downside with cast iron is that it's harder to clean it. If you were to hydrojet it, it causes that cast to flake apart, and it just continues to flake and is not good for it. It can be more harm than help to hydrojet them. This is a plastic pipe. This is ABS. This is what you have ran through the roof stack, and this is what's visible down in the basement and throughout the house. ABS is still what they use on most new construction, except today they run plastic all the way out to the city connection. So just to recap, there was a pretty big offset that I wasn't able to get by, and so there's part of the line that I'm not able to see. That's something that could cause a backup. And then you have a lot of cast iron, which gets rough. It's already showing signs of its age, and that'll eventually need to be replaced. So I'm going to end this recording now.